Welcome back to Soft Spoken English, the place where we learn English through heart-touching and real-life stories. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Soft Spoken English.
Can I ask you something? When was the last time you really thought about your health? Not just when you got sick, not just when you felt tired, but on a normal day? Most of us don't. We wake up, we run to work or school, we grab quick food, we scroll on our phones late at night, and then we wonder, why am I always tired? Why don't I feel happy inside?
Yes, Rashika, I think everyone listening has felt that. You're sitting at your desk, or lying in bed, and suddenly you realize your head hurts, your back hurts, or your mood is just low. And you ask yourself, what's wrong with me?
And the answer is simple, our health. Health is not just not being sick. Health is energy, peace, and the ability to enjoy life.
Exactly. Today, let's have a real talk about health. Not a lecture, not a doctor's advice, just two friends talking honestly about food, exercise, sleep, stress, and daily habits. And while we talk, you'll also learn natural English phrases that you can use in your own life.
You know, Nick, I want to share something personal. A few months ago, I was so busy with work, I kept skipping meals and sleeping very late. I told myself, it's okay, I'm strong. I can handle it. But slowly, my body started to complain. I had headaches, I was always tired, and even small tasks felt heavy.
Yes, I remember you told me. And I think so many listeners can relate to that. We think we're fine until our body says, stop. Enough.
Exactly. That's why health matters. Because when you lose it, suddenly everything else, work, money, relationships, all feel impossible.
I had a similar experience. Last year, I was eating a lot of fast food because I was too lazy to cook. At first, it felt fun, pizza, burgers, fries. But after a few months, I noticed I couldn't focus at work. My energy was always up and down. Then my doctor said, Nick, you need to change your food habits. That was a wake-up call.
And that's what today is about, not perfection, but awareness. Because health starts with small choices. And we want you, our listener, to feel that health is not some distant idea, it's right there in your daily life.
Rashika, let's be honest, health is not something that changes overnight. It's not about going on a strict diet for 1 week or joining a gym for 1 month. It's about our daily habits.
Yes, Nick. Health is not a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. And you know, when I think about daily health habits, I always start with the simplest one, drinking water.
That's a good one. Can I share something funny? When I was younger, I used to drink more cola and soft drinks than water. I thought water was boring. But then, I would get headaches and feel so tired. My mom would always say, Nick, you don't need another soda, you need water. She was right.
Haha. Yes, so many people forget water. But think about it, our body is made of 60% water. No water, no energy. So here's a simple tip for our listeners. Keep a bottle of water near you, at your desk or in your bag. If you see it, you'll drink it.
Yes, it's like a reminder. And water is such an easy habit. No cost, no effort, but the effect is huge.
Now, let's talk about sleep. Nick, do you sleep enough?
Honestly? No. I stay up late watching videos or scrolling on my phone. And then in the morning, I regret it.
I think many people listening are nodding right now. Smiles, we live in a world where phones never sleep, so we forget that we need to. But sleep is not a waste of time. It's repair time. While we sleep, our body heals, our mind resets, and our energy refills.
Yes, and when I do sleep well, the next morning I feel fresh, like a new person.
Exactly. So here's a question for our listeners. What time did you sleep last night? Was it before midnight, or much later? Think about it, because sleep is the foundation of good health.
And then comes food. You know, Rashika, I used to think eating healthy means boring food. Just boiled vegetables. But then I learned you can make healthy food tasty too. Fresh fruits, colorful salads, even simple homemade meals.
Yes. And here's an easy English phrase for our audience. Food is fuel. Just like petrol in a car. If you give your body junk, your energy will be junk. If you give your body clean food, your energy will be clean.
That's powerful. And listeners, ask yourself, what fuel did I give my body today?
Beautiful. And finally, one habit I want to highlight is movement. Not gym, not heavy exercise, just movement.
Yes, like walking, stretching, dancing, or even cleaning your room. Movement is life. Our bodies are not designed to sit all day.
Exactly. So if you're listening right now, maybe stand up, stretch your arms, and take a deep breath. Small actions like this keep your body alive and active. Nick, when we talk about health, people usually think first about physical health. You know, exercise, food, body shape. But physical health is more than just looking fit. It's about feeling strong, having energy, and living without constant pain.
Yes, absolutely. And I'll be honest, Rashika, there was a time in my life when I ignored my physical health. I thought, I'm young, I don't need to worry. I would eat fast food almost every day, skip exercise, and stay up late. And you know what happened? I started feeling tired all the time. Even climbing the stairs felt like a challenge.
That's so real. Many of us think our body can handle anything, until it can't. The truth is, our body always sends small signals. Like back pain, heavy breathing, or constant fatigue.
Yes, exactly. And then one day, I had this moment. I was with my friends, and we went to play football. After just 10 minutes, I was out of breath, sweating, and I had to sit down. Everyone else was still running. That day, I realized, I'm too young to feel this old.
Wow, Nick. That's powerful. And I think many listeners can relate. Maybe not football, but maybe running to catch a bus, or carrying heavy grocery bags, and feeling exhausted too quickly. These small daily struggles show us how important physical health is.
Yes, and the good thing is, improving physical health doesn't always mean spending money on the gym. It can start with simple habits.
Exactly. Let's break it down. The first one, exercise. Exercise doesn't have to mean lifting heavy weights. It can be walking for 20 minutes, stretching in the morning, or cycling to work.
Yes, movement is medicine. And you know what? When I started exercising, even lightly, something changed. Not just in my body, but in my mind. I started feeling happier.
That's because exercise releases endorphins. We can teach our listeners a phrase. Exercise is a natural antidepressant. It lifts your mood without any pill.
That's a good one. And listeners, let me ask you, when was the last time you really moved your body? Not just walking from the bed to the sofa, but actually moving.
Good question. The second point in physical health is food. We already said, food is fuel. But let's go deeper. If your meals are full of sugar and fried food, you'll feel heavy and sleepy. But if you eat balanced food, vegetables, proteins, fruits, you'll feel light and energetic.
Yes, and I remember when I changed my breakfast from donuts to oats and fruit, my energy level changed completely. Before, by 11 a.m., I would feel sleepy in meetings. After changing my breakfast, I felt awake and focused.
Such a simple change, but such a big result. And here's another easy phrase for our learners. You are what you eat.
I love that. If you eat junk, you'll feel junk. If you eat clean, you'll feel clean.
Now, the third point, rest and recovery. Exercise is important, food is important, but without rest, your body cannot repair. That's why sleep is so powerful. Muscles grow, the brain resets, and energy comes back during rest.
Yes, and not just sleep, even taking short breaks during the day. Like standing up from your chair, stretching, closing your eyes for 2 minutes. That's also recovery.
Exactly. Sometimes we think being busy means being productive. But no, your body needs pauses.
And finally, something people often forget, doctor checkups. We wait until we are sick, but regular health checks can prevent big problems.
Yes, true. Prevention is always better than cure. Even simple things like checking your blood pressure, sugar levels, or doing a yearly medical test can save your life.
So, listeners, remember these 4 pillars of physical health. 1. Exercise, move your body. 2. Food, fuel your body. 3. Rest, recharge your body. 4. Checkups, protect your body.
Beautifully said, Nick. And here's the last reflection question for this section. Which one of these 4 pillars do you need to improve today? Think about it. Small steps today create a healthy future tomorrow. Nick, when people hear the word health, they often think only about the body. But health is not complete without the mind. Mental health is just as important as physical health.
Absolutely. And honestly, Rashika, this part feels very close to me. Because there was a time when my body was fine, but inside, I was struggling. I didn't have any visible sickness, but I felt anxious, I couldn't sleep, and I was always stressed.
Thank you for sharing that, Nick. It's so important that we normalize this. Listeners, hear this clearly. You can look fine on the outside, but still not feel okay inside. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human.
Yes. And I think many of you listening might feel the same. Maybe you smile during the day, you go to work, you study, but when you're alone, your thoughts feel heavy. That is also health, your mental health.
Exactly. Let's first talk about stress. Stress is like carrying a backpack full of rocks. At first, you can manage it. But if you keep carrying it every day, Without removing any rocks, it gets heavier and heavier.
That's a powerful image. And I remember my own backpack of stress. It was during university exams. I kept worrying, what if I fail? What if I can't get a good job? What if I disappoint my parents? The what-ifs never stopped. And because of that stress, I couldn't even focus on studying.
Yes, stress creates a cycle. The more you worry, the less you perform. The less you perform, the more you worry. And slowly, it affects your sleep, your appetite, your mood.
Exactly. And this is where we need to learn to manage stress. Not by running away from problems, but by creating small healthy habits. For example, deep breathing. When I feel overwhelmed, I stop and take 5 slow breaths. Inhale, exhale. It sounds simple, but it really calms the mind.
Yes, that's beautiful. Another important part of mental health is talking about your feelings. In many cultures, people hide their emotions. They think, I should be strong. I shouldn't cry. I shouldn't tell anyone. But the truth is, talking is healing.
Exactly. When I shared my anxiety with a close friend for the first time, I felt half the weight disappear. Just by speaking it out loud.
That's why we say, a problem shared is a problem halved. Remember this phrase, listeners. It means when you share your worries, they feel lighter.
That's such a good phrase. And it's true. Mental health grows when we connect. Talk to a friend, a family member, or even a counselor. Don't carry the whole backpack alone.
Yes, too much information is also stress. That's why we say, disconnect to reconnect. Disconnect from screens to reconnect with yourself, with nature, with peace.
That's a beautiful phrase. And Rashika, can I add something?
Of course.
Another thing that helped my mental health was journaling. Writing my thoughts in a notebook. At first, I thought, this is silly. But then I realized, writing is like talking to yourself on paper. It clears the head.
Yes. Journaling, meditation, prayer, art, music, all these activities give the mind space to breathe.
And Rashika, let's not forget, mental health also includes joy. Doing things that make you laugh, smile, and feel alive. Sometimes, healing is as simple as watching a comedy, playing with a child, or listening to music you love.
That's so true. Joy is medicine. We often think health is about discipline and rules, but joy is also part of it.
So, listeners, let's recap the key points for mental health. 1. Stress management. Remove the rocks from your backpack. 2. Talking about feelings. A problem shared is a problem halved. 3. Rest for the mind. Disconnect to reconnect. 4. Journaling and reflection. Write to clear your head. 5. Joy. Let yourself smile and laugh.
Beautiful summary, Nick. And to our listeners, please ask yourself right now, how is my mental health today? Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Today. Be honest with yourself. Because awareness is the first step to healing. So, my dear friend, we've reached the end of today's long and heartfelt talk about health. We spoke about physical health, mental health, social health, and even those little daily habits that shape our lives.
Yes. And the most important lesson is this: health is not about perfection. It's about small choices you make every day. Drink a little more water. Walk a little more. Sleep a little earlier. Laugh a little louder. These small things build a healthy life.
And remember, don't compare yourself to others. Everyone's journey is unique. Focus on your body, your mind, your peace.
Exactly. And if you ever feel unmotivated, just remind yourself, I only get one body. I want to take care of it. That single thought can push you forward.
Before we say goodbye, let's repeat a few useful English phrases from today. Health is wealth. Take care of yourself. Listen to your body. A problem shared is a problem halved. Disconnect to reconnect.
Practice these phrases with friends, or even say them to yourself in the mirror. The more you use them, the more natural your English will become.
Thank you for spending this time with us. I hope you not only learned new English today, but also felt inspired to care for your health with patience and kindness.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Soft Spoken English. Share it with a friend who wants to learn English in a calm and natural way.
We'll be back with more real conversations, more stories, and more gentle English practice.
Until then, stay healthy, stay positive, and keep practicing English every day.
Bye-bye, my friend. Take care.
Goodbye, and see you soon.